What is stimming? It's due to a stimulation, okay? So you'll see some autistic children, they might roll around the floor, they might, they stand up and spin around in circles. Temple would say that it was a compensation for not being held. So when the average child gets into a fear state, whatever have you, a simple hug is good enough. But a lot of these autistic children don't want to be touched. They don't want a hug. So they do something else instead. Now, I don't speak for the entire autism community. I can only speak for myself. When I stimmed, it was a very painful experience, okay? And I don't ever want to go through that stuff again. When I started getting heavily stimulated because of something negative in the environment, it was a cortisol response. My skin, from my scalp down to the soles of my feet, it felt like somebody was pushing millions of needles into my skin. I felt like a bloody pincushion. And that pain stays for a long time. Once your cortisol levels spike because of something negative in the environment, it takes a long time for those cortisol levels to go back down. Okay? And the entire time the cortisol levels are there, the pain is there. So it can take a half an hour, it can take an hour for that pain to go away. And it is brutal pain. Okay? So understand, whenever you see these children that are being stimmed or getting stimmed in the environment, they're actually probably feeling pain. It could be minor pain, it could be severe pain. If they can't tell you, if they can't explain it to you, if they're nonverbal, well, guess what? You'll never know, will you? But understand something. I mean, people are saying now that stimming, it could be playing with a cell phone, it could be playing with your hair, or whatever have you. This is not stimming. And once you get into the psychology of behavior and understand the psychology of B.F. Skinner, he will tell you point blank that negative reinforcements in the environment generate behaviors of fight and flight. That's where your cortisol and adrenaline response comes in. Cortisol is your stress hormone. When you get stressed out, it starts producing cortisol. Show me the signs of otherwise. Okay? We need to step out and start understanding what's going on with these children. We need to start asking why the behaviors exist in the first place. When you are scared of something in the environment, if you're scared of spiders, for example, then spiders are a negative reinforcement to you. That is the basic psychology 101. When you see a spider, that negative reinforcement that the spider is going to generate your behaviors to fight or flight, and that is a cortisol response. Stop and think about it. But in autistic people, that fight or flight response can create a lot of havoc in the body. And cortisol, when you realize it or not, a lot of children that get stimmed all the time, they're producing cortisol all the time. So parents, if your child has got bowel issues and they're all constipated, it's the result of cortisol. I push cannabis hard and heavy. Cannabis is the #1 treatment for autism. And if you don't believe that, go look at the Stanley brothers in Colorado. There's more children right now, be it autism, be it epilepsy, be it whatever. There's a whole lot of conditions, and there's a whole lot of children right now. There's families moving to Colorado so they can actually put their children on cannabis oil. And it's helping greatly. CBD can counter the effects of cortisol. It causes the anxiety to drop. Stop and think. Stop listening to Facebook memes. Stop listening to the so-called group experts out there, and start digging into science of your own. If you got questions, come and talk to me. I don't bite.